This video is not affiliated with, endorsed by, or sponsored by the National Institute for Automotive Service Excellence, ASE. It is created solely for educational purposes to help viewers expand their automotive knowledge and prepare for ASE-style topics. For official information, study materials, and certification details, please refer directly to ASE.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got something really helpful lined up for you. 50 practice multiple-choice questions to test your knowledge and help you study smarter. Whether you're brushing up for an exam, preparing for a certification, or just wanting to strengthen your automotive skills, this video is designed to guide you step by step. Grab a notebook, follow along, and see how many you can get right. Let's dive in and start learning together.
1. A truck wanders and needs frequent small corrections on a straight highway. Which is most likely? A. Excessive positive caster on both sides. B. Insufficient caster near zero on both sides. C. Excessive toe-in. D. Tight steering gear over center preload. Answer B. Insufficient caster near zero on both sides. Explanation: low caster reduces directional stability and self-centering, causing wander and the need for constant correction. 2. The right front tire shows feathered wear with the sharp edge toward the inside. What alignment is most suspect? A. Excessive positive camber. B. Toe out. C. Cross caster. D. Excessive negative camber. Answer B. Toe out. Explanation: feathering direction indicates scrub from toe. Sharp edge toward inside typically points to toe out on that side. 3. A tractor pulls to the right after alignment and tire rotation. Crosscaster shows LF plus 3.5 degrees, RF plus 2.0 degrees. What should be adjusted? A. Increase RF camber. B. Decrease LF caster or increase RF caster. C. Add toe-in. D. Reduce steering gear over center. Answer B. Decrease LF caster or increase RF caster. Explanation: vehicles pulled toward the side with less positive caster. Balance caster side to side to correct the pull. 4. Which component primarily controls ride height on a heavy truck air suspension? A. Shock absorber. B. Height control leveling valve. C. Track bar panhard rod. D. Torque rod. Answer B. Height control leveling valve. Explanation: the HCV meters air into or out of the air springs to maintain specified ride height. 5. A driver reports hard steering at idle that improves with RPM. Which is most likely? A. Over-tight over-center preload. B. Air in tires. C. Power steering pump low flow or output. D. Excessive positive caster. Answer C. Power steering pump low flow or output. Explanation: low flow at idle, worn pump, slipping belt, or clogged inlet causes heavy steering that improves as pump speed rises. 6. During a power steering test with a flow pressure gauge, system pressure reaches relief spec but flow is below spec at 1000 RPM. What's indicated? A. Faulty relief valve stuck open. B. Restricted return hose or cooler. C. Worn pump vanes or rotor low flow. D. Internal steering gear leak. Answer C. Worn pump vanes or rotor low flow. Explanation: normal pressure but low flow points to pump wear rather than a relief valve or external restriction. 7. Which front axle angle is not directly adjustable on many solid I-beam axles without shims or bending? A. Camber. B. Toe. C. Caster. D. Thrust angle. Answer A. Camber. Explanation: Camber on solid I-beam axles is typically fixed and corrected via axle bending or kingpin inclination correction, not routine adjustment. 8. Excessive positive camber on the left front typically causes A. Inside edge wear LF, B. Outside edge wear LF, C. Feathering both edges, D. Cupping. Answer B. Outside edge wear LF. Explanation: positive camber loads the outer tread, wearing the outer edge. 9. A tractor exhibits dog tracking. Which measurement best identifies the cause? A. SAI or KPI, B. Toe out on turns, C. Tandem axle thrust angle, D. Steering axis inclination. Answer C. Tandem axle thrust angle. Explanation: dog tracking occurs when the rear axles or axles are not square to the chassis centerline, creating a thrust angle that steers the vehicle. 10. After kingpin replacement, steering returns slowly to center. Which alignment factor is most related? A. Toe, B. Caster, C. Camber, D. Thrust angle. Answer B. Caster. Explanation: positive caster provides self-centering. Too little caster or excessive friction can slow return. 11. Which condition most commonly causes cupping or scalloping on steer tires? A. Incorrect toe. B. Loose or weak shock absorbers. C. Excess positive camber. D. Excess positive caster. Answer B. Loose or weak shock absorbers. Explanation: poor damping allows tire hop and irregular wear, or cupping. 12. While checking a steering gear, over-center preload is too loose. What symptom results? A. Excessive on-center play or wander. B. Hard steering at all speeds. C. Vehicle pulls on crowned roads. D. Rapid outer edge wear. Answer A. Excessive on-center play or wander. Explanation: low over-center preload increases lash around center, causing play and wander. 13. A power steering system groans and aerates fluid after component service. What is the best first step? A. Replace steering gear. B. Replace pump. C. Bleed system following manufacturer vacuum or cycle procedure. D. Add thicker fluid. Answer C. Bleed system following manufacturer vacuum or cycle procedure. Explanation: air trapped in lines and gears can cause noise and cavitation. Proper bleeding resolves it. 14. Which is true about steering axis inclination, SAI or KPI? A. Adjustable via tie rod sleeves. B. Affected by wheel offset only. C. Not adjustable, used to diagnose bent axle or knuckle. D. Adjusted with caster shims. Answer C. Not adjustable, used to diagnose bent axle or knuckle. Explanation: SAI or KPI is a built-in angle. Deviations point to bent components. 15. Excessive toe-in typically creates which wear pattern on steer tires? A. Feathering with sharp edge toward outside. B. Diagonal wear. C. Inside shoulder wear. D. Center wear. Answer A. Feathering with sharp edge toward outside. Explanation: toe-in scrubs the outer leading edges, creating outward-directed feathering. 16. A truck with a Hendrickson-type walking beam suspension shows rapid torque rod bushing wear. What condition could accelerate this? A. Proper pinion angle. B. Worn frame cross members allowing twist. C. Overinflated air springs. D. New shock absorbers. Answer B. Worn frame cross members allowing twist. Explanation: chassis flex or misalignment overloads torque rod bushings, increasing wear.
17. Which tool is used to accurately measure wheel bearing end play on a steer hub? A. Dial indicator. B. Feeler gauge. C. Thread pitch gauge. D. Spring scale. Answer: A. Dial indicator. Explanation: end play is measured in thousands with a dial indicator at the hub. 18. Proper steer hub bearing adjustment targets: A. High preload for stability. B. Zero end play and zero preload. C. Slight end play within spec. D. Loose fit to allow expansion. Answer: C. Slight end play within spec. Explanation: most specifications call for a small amount of end play, example 0.001 to 0.005 inches, to prevent overheating. 19. A constant pull left exists regardless of road crown. Tires have been cross-rotated with no change. What alignment change is most effective? A. Add more positive caster to the left side. B. Add more positive caster to the right side. C. Increase toe-in. D. Reduce camber on the right side. Answer: B. Add more positive caster to the right side. Explanation: the vehicle pulls toward the side with less positive caster. Increasing right side caster helps overcome a left pull. 20. Which symptom points to a restricted power steering return line? A. Low pressure and low flow. B. Normal pressure, foaming reservoir. C. Excessive pressure spikes, hot fluid and pump whine. D. No assist, only at high RPM. Answer: C. Excessive pressure spikes, hot fluid and pump whine. Explanation: blocked return traps fluid, raising pressure and temperature, causing pump noise. 21. Checking toe on a heavy truck is best done: A. With wheels turned 10 degrees. B. At normal ride height with wheels straight ahead. C. With axle on stands and wheels free. D. With tires deflated to remove bulge. Answer: B. At normal ride height with wheels straight ahead. Explanation: toe must be measured at operating ride height and straight ahead position. 22. A driver reports shimmy after hitting bumps at 35 to 45 miles per hour. It stops after slowing. Likely cause? A. Excessive caster. B. Unbalanced steer tires or loose tie rod ends. C. High rear thrust angle. D. Underinflation of drive tires. Answer: B. Unbalanced steer tires or loose tie rod ends. Explanation: shimmy in that range is commonly due to balance and looseness in steering linkage. 23. Which statement about Ackerman, toe out on turns, is correct? A. Adjusted with caster shims. B. Ensures inner wheel turns at a greater angle in a turn. C. Set by tire pressure differential. D. Adjusted during toe setting. Answer: B. Ensures inner wheel turns at a greater angle in a turn. Explanation: Ackerman geometry allows different turning radii for inner and outer wheels. 24. A steering column intermediate shaft U-joint binds at certain angles. Driver reports notchy steering. Best repair? A. Increase toe-in. B. Replace U-joint shaft assembly. C. Tighten over-centered preload. D. Reduce caster. Answer: B. Replace U-joint shaft assembly. Explanation:
Binding U-joints cause notchy feel and must be replaced. 25. An air suspension won't maintain height on the right rear corner. Soapy water reveals no air spring leaks. Next check. A. Height control valve linkage and ride height setting on that side. B. Toe setting. C. Steering gear lash. D. Brake adjustment. Answer. A. Height control valve linkage and ride height setting on that side. Explanation. A misadjusted or sticking HCV linkage can drop that corner without a bag leak.
26. Excessive free play at the steering wheel is measured. Which order is correct for isolating the source? A. Steering gear, pitman, drag link, tie rod, knuckle, kingpin. B. Tires, toe, camber, caster. C. Pump, return hose, cooler, gear. D. Shocks, springs, axle seats. Answer. A. Steering gear, pitman, drag link, tie rod, knuckle, kingpin. Explanation. Follow the path from wheel to road wheels to locate where play appears. 27. Which can cause a memory steer condition after turns? A. Properly torqued U-bolts. B. Seized kingpin bushings or dry thrust bearings. C. Excess caster. D. Correct toe. Answer. B. Seized kingpin bushings or dry thrust bearings. Explanation. Binding in kingpin assemblies can hold a steering angle, memory steer. 28. After installing a replacement pitman arm, the steering wheel is off-center on a straight road. What should be done first? A. Adjust toe only. B. Reclock the pitman arm to the center index on the gear. C. Increase caster. D. Shim camber. Answer. B. Reclock the pitman arm to the center index on the gear. Explanation. The pitman must be indexed to the gear at true center before toe adjustments. 29. A technician measures SAI/KPI and finds it unequal side to side with camber and spec. What does this suggest? A. Toe error. B. Bent axle or knuckle. C. Incorrect caster. D. Incorrect tire size. Answer. B. Bent axle or knuckle. Explanation. Since SAI isn't adjustable, differences indicate bent components. 30. Which is true regarding track bars or panhard rods on certain suspensions? A. They control roll stiffness only. B. They laterally locate the axle under the frame. C. They control pinion angle. D. They adjust thrust angle. Answer. B. They laterally locate the axle under the frame. Explanation. Track bars prevent side-to-side axle movement relative to the chassis.
31. A flow test shows good pump flow, but pressure fails to reach spec during a deadhead test. Likely cause? A. Worn pump. B. Relief valve stuck open or weak spring. C. Restricted return. D. Aerated fluid. Answer. B. Relief valve stuck open or weak spring. Explanation. Adequate flow but low max pressure indicates a relief valve issue. 32. On leaf spring suspensions, loose U-bolts commonly cause A. Increased caster. B. Axle shift on spring seat causing thrust misalignment and steering pull. C. Camber increase. D. Reduced toe. Answer. B. Axle shift on spring seat causing thrust misalignment and steering pull. Explanation. If U-bolts are loose, the axle can move, changing alignment. 33. Which condition most increases steering effort at low speed besides hydraulic faults? A. Excess negative camber. B. Excess positive caster. C. Too much toe out. D. Excess ride height. Answer. B. Excess positive caster. Explanation. High positive caster increases trail and steering effort at low speed. 34. A technician measures wheel end play at 0.012 inches on a steer hub after adjustment. Spec is 0.001 to 0.005 inches. What's next? A. Add preload. B. Back off the adjusting nut further. C. Readjust to reduce end play into spec. D. Replace bearings. Answer: C. Readjust to reduce end play into spec. Explanation: excess end play risks wobble and wear. Readjust into the specified range. 35. Which condition is most consistent with inside shoulder wear on both steer tires? A. Excess toe-in. B. Excess negative camber both sides. C. Underinflation. D. Excess caster. Answer: C. Underinflation. Explanation: underinflation causes shoulder wear on both the inner and outer edges. On wide base steers, it often appears as edge wear, commonly inside shoulders. 36. The correct procedure for setting over-center preload in a recirculating ball steering gear is to A. Adjust with wheels turned 15 degrees. B. Center the gear, disconnect the Pitman drag link, and follow torque spec across center. C. Adjust after toe setting. D. Set with engine running. Answer is B. Center the gear, disconnect the Pitman drag link, and follow torque spec across center. Explanation: proper over-center adjustment is measured through center with linkage disconnected per spec. 37. Which alignment angle most influences steering wheel return to center? A. Toe. B. Caster. C. Camber. D. Thrust angle. Answer is B. Caster. Explanation: positive caster provides self-centering forces. 38. The best indicator for a tandem axle alignment is needed is A. Slight feathering on rears. B. Vehicle dog tracks and wheelbase measures different side to side. C. Steering wheel off center. D. Minor brake pull. Answer is B. Vehicle dog tracks and wheelbase measures different side to side. Explanation: unequal wheelbase and visual dog tracking indicate axle misalignment. 39. After replacing tie rod ends, the truck has rapid outer edge wear on both steer tires. What likely happened? A. Excess negative camber set. B. Toe-in set too high. C. Toe-out set too high. D. Caster reduced. Answer is B. Toe-in set too high. Explanation: excess toe-in scrubs the outer edges. 40. A height control valve leaks air constantly from its exhaust port. The truck sits level, but the compressor cycles often. What's the fix? A. Adjust toe. B. Replace or repair the HCV. C. Replace shocks. D. Increase caster. Answer is B. Replace or repair the HCV. Explanation: a leaking HCV wastes air and overworks the compressor even if ride height is okay. 41. Which condition most likely causes a steering shimmy felt mainly in the wheel at certain speeds? A. Rear axle thrust angle. B. Steer tire radial runout or out of balance. C. Excess positive caster. Or D. High pump pressure. The answer is B. Steer tire radial runout or out of balance. Explanation: speed-specific shimmy often reflects tire or wheel runout or balance. 42. Excessive play
is found at the pitman arm output shaft. Which repair is correct? A. Tighten sector shaft nut beyond spec. B. Replace steering gear or rebuild. C. Add thicker fluid. Or D. Adjust caster. The answer is B. Replace steering gear or rebuild. Explanation: sector or output shaft bearing or bushing wear requires overhaul or replacement. 43. During a lock-to-lock test, assist is strong right but weak left. What's most likely? A. Low fluid level. B. Fault in the rotary or spool valve within the gear. C. Worn pump shaft seal. Or D. Incorrect toe. The answer is B. Fault in the rotary or spool valve within the gear. Explanation: uneven assist side to side usually points to valve or gear issues. 44. A driver reports clunking when braking and accelerating. Inspection shows elongated spring eye or shackle bushings. What can result if not corrected? A. Reduced caster variability. B. Axle walk causing thrust angle shifts and steering pull. C. Increased camber. Or D. Reduced toe out on turns. The answer is B. Axle walk causing thrust angle shifts and steering pull. Explanation: worn bushings allow axle movement, affecting alignment and stability. 45. Which is true about shock absorbers on heavy trucks? A. They support static vehicle weight. B. They control spring motion and tire contact with the road. C. They adjust caster automatically. Or D. They set ride height. The answer is B. They control spring motion and tire contact with the road. Explanation: shocks dampen oscillations to keep tires planted and reduce irregular wear.
46. Steering wheel is off-center after a proper alignment. Tires and alignment angles are correct. Next step. A. Adjust tie rods equally to center the wheel without changing total toe. B. Increase caster left. C. Replace the gear. D. Rotate tires. Answer: A. Adjust tie rods equally to center the wheel without changing total toe. Explanation: centering the wheel is done by equal opposite tie rod sleeve adjustments to maintain toe. 47. On a power steering system with a cooler, fluid runs excessively hot. Flow and pressure meet spec. What should be checked next? A. Cooler airflow or obstruction and thermostat, if equipped. B. Toe. C. Caster. D. Kingpin thrust bearing. Answer: A. Cooler airflow or obstruction and thermostat. Explanation: if hydraulics are in spec, inadequate cooling or airflow can overheat fluid. 48. Which reading combination most suggests a bent I-beam axle on a steer axle? A. Normal SAI, abnormal camber. B. Abnormal SAI and abnormal camber on the same side. C. Normal camber, abnormal toe. D. Normal caster, abnormal toe. Answer: B. Abnormal SAI and abnormal camber on the same side. Explanation: combined SAI and camber deviation indicates bent axle or knuckle geometry. 49. A truck exhibits bump steer after installing altered ride height components. Which geometry change is most related? A. Tie rod drag link angle relative to pitman arm. B. Caster. C. Camber. D. Thrust angle. Answer: A. Tie rod drag link angle relative to pitman arm. Explanation:
Incorrect linkage angles as suspension moves change toe, causing bump steer. 50. During road test, steering effort is normal, but there is a consistent right pull under braking only. Steering and suspension are sound. Likely cause? A. Crosscaster. B. Right brake drag or imbalance. C. Toe out. D. Bent axle. Answer: B. Right brake drag or imbalance. Explanation: pull only during braking is typically a brake issue like a caliper or air chamber or lining, not alignment.
Much for studying with us today. I hope these practice questions helped boost your confidence and sharpen your skills. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss the next study session. You can click the links on screen right now to watch another study video and keep your learning going. I'll see you over there.